this video, we're going to review the Cytracom desk phone and some basic overview training. So this is the Cytracom D2 phone. I just want to go over some of the ports first. So you can see the phone here, and if you flip it over, you can see on the back there for the handset, which is this, it would plug into this port here that has a picture of the handset. If you have a headset, it would plug into here. Your power, of course, plugs into the DC port. You'll have a network cable going from the wall to the network port on the phone. And then if you have a computer and you don't have its own network port in the wall, you can actually daisy chain another network cable from here to your computer, so your computer can still be connected to the network. I'm going to go ahead and just demonstrate plugging in the power and network cable. So again, on the back, you have your power here, and so I'll plug it into that DC port here. And then your network cable going from the wall will plug into the network port here. Might take it a little bit, but it will start booting up. See, there goes the Cytracom logo, and it will start loading. Now that the phone has booted, I want to go over some of the options or buttons with you. So you can first see that there's two different screens. There's the top LCD screen here, and then the bottom one. This is where most of your navigation will be for calls that are incoming or active. And you can see that right now there's a demo user for 2 lines here. This is a demo phone, but normally that would be your name or extension and showing that you have 2 lines. Additional lines can be added. So you can also see on the screen that you have the history button here. So we can press that to see all calls, inbound, outbound, etc. Or we can use the navigation buttons here to move from all to missed. Go over. So you can see your missed calls, or just your dialed calls, or just your answered calls. We're going to press the back button here. If you wanted to call this number, you would just hit dial. Also at the top, there is your voicemail button. If you have a voicemail, that would be indicated by this LED light at the top, flashing green. There's also your phone book. The pause symbol here is to put someone on hold. And then some of the buttons near the bottom. So we have the transfer button, the conference button. This is for your headset. If you have a headset, put the audio to your headset. You have a mute button, so people cannot hear you talking. You have the volume button here for louder or quieter. If you're on an active call, that will make it so you can hear them more or less. But if there's no call on, like right now, you can use this to make the ring tone on your phone louder or quieter. There's also your speakerphone button, put the call on speaker. And then this call screen at the bottom here is customizable, and it can be filled with different people's extensions or names in your organization. And if we wanted to call one of these, like John, for example, we would just touch the light or touch the button here, and that would just give him a call. You can also list speed dial numbers here, or outside numbers, mobile phones. This one here, as an example, is accounting. With this one, that's a group. So if we were to press this button, it would call a number of different phones at once. For example, like the accounting department. If there was 5 people in accounting, we could touch this button and it would ring all 5 of those numbers. There's also multiple pages. You can see right now we're on page 1 of 2, so we can just press this arrow button to go to the second page. When you get your phone, one of the first things you're going to want to do is to set your voicemail message. I'm going to go through the prompts and show you how to do this. You'll hear the phone prompts as well, but I'm going to choose to record a message, and it's going to ask the slot to record that into. I'm going to choose 1 as the slot. You can have multiple slots of messages that you can later choose from. So I'm going to use 1, and then we're going to set that as the recorded voicemail that we want to use. So here we go. I'll first press the voicemail button at the top to begin.
Please enter your password, followed by pound.
Turn down a little bit.
You have 0 new messages. You have 0 saved messages. To listen to new messages, press 1. To listen to saved messages, press 2. For advanced options, press 5. To exit, press pound.
We're going to press 5 for advanced options.
To record a greeting, press 1. To choose a greeting between 1 and 9.
We're going to choose 1 as a slot.
Record your greeting at the tone. Press any key or stop talking to end the recording.
Sorry, I'm not currently available. Please leave me a voicemail. Thank you.
To listen to the recording, press 1. To save the recording, press 2. To re-record message,
press 2 to save.
To record a greeting, press 1. To choose greeting, press 2.
And now I'm going to end the call. So after you record it, you then have to select 2 to save it. And now it's the active voicemail message. It does take it about a minute or so for it to save on the back-end system. So if you were to call your phone right away, you might not hear that message until you wait for a minute for it to be activated. All right, I'm going to show you how to check your voicemail messages. You can see the light at the top here, the LED green light flashing, is indicating that you have a voicemail for you to check. So what we're going to do is press the voicemail button up top and follow the prompts.
Please enter your password, followed by pound. You have 1 new message number 1 today at 9:33 a.m.
Hello, this is Chris. I am leaving a voicemail message. Please call me back.
To listen to the recording, press 0. To save the recording, press 2. To delete the recording, press 7. To return the call now, press 5. To forward this message, press 8.
We're going to press 7 to delete the message.
Message deleted. You have 0 new messages. You have
and I'm going to end the call.
Saved.
And you can see at the top here, the light has stopped flashing, meaning we don't have any more active voicemails for us to check. I'm going to quickly go over how to place a phone call. I'm going to call our support number, and when it answers, I'm going to press end call to stop the call. So we're just going to start dialing the call initially. You don't have to press any buttons first or anything like that. So I entered the phone number. You can see it at the top here, and then we're just going to hit dial.
Thank you for calling the support desk. Calls may be...
And I hit the red button for end call. While you're on the call, you can also press the headset button if you want to use your headset. I did not pick up the handset initially, so it defaulted to speakerphone. But if I had first the handset up and then dialed, then it would be using the handset for audio. And if you just laid it down, you can press this button for speakerphone, and then the call would be going to speakerphone. Okay, I'm going to show when a incoming call is received, how to put the call on hold. I'm also going to go over putting the call on park and the differences. So we're going to use our other phone here to call our desk phone. Caller ID would be listed here. At this time just says anonymous. I'm going to press this button to answer the call.
Hello, this is Andrew.
You can hear it initially goes on speakerphone because I didn't pick up the handset to dial. If we want to go to our headset, we can press this button, but I'm going to press this pause button here for hold. You can see the line is now flashing and the caller is listening to the on hold music. To pick the call back up, we can hit this button here for resume. And now we're back talking with the caller again. When you put a call on hold, that is tied only to your phone. If you want to put a call on park, which we have on the display here, for park, we can do the same thing like we would put the call on hold, but we're just going to tap this park button. And it does the same thing, puts the call on hold, but you can see the display goes away. You can think of this as like a universal hold, so that now I can go to accounting department and say, Janet, can you please pick up the call on park? They need to speak with you. And she would just go to her phone, she would see this red light, and just tap it to pick up the call. And now she's talking to him. We're just going to go ahead and end the call now. Okay, so we have an active call that we already answered up here, and I'm going to show you how we're going to transfer this call to John. That's listed right here on the small screen at the bottom. So since the call is already active, we're just going to press the transfer button here, and then who we want to transfer it to, which is John. You can see the call goes away, and now it rings John's phone. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do a conference call. So we already have a caller active right now on the line. So what we're going to do to conference in with a different number, we're going to hit the conference button right here. We're going to dial the number that we want to also bring into the conference. And dial. It automatically put this first caller on hold.
Thank you for calling the support desk. Calls may be
now we're going
recorded
to
for quality
hit
assurance.
conference call button right here to bring everybody together. You can see both lights are now active. All calls are together. I'm going to go ahead and end the call. This concludes our Cytracom desk phone training. If you have any questions, you can reach out to Cytracom support at 877-411-2987 or support@citracom.com. I hope this training was helpful to you.